Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, uh, also like post archive kind of a thing there on Blogger, and for extra support on Patreon, I also do everything there. On Rumble, again, I'm still finishing up, trying to wrap up the XCOM 2 Season 1 uploads there from the re-upload saga that I had a few months ago. But everything else seems to be on schedule. Tomorrow I'll get later Jedi Fallen Order episode, and tomorrow will be Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden, and then after that it's completed, I will go through the DLC Seed of Evil. Yeah, everything seems to be on par with the schedule, except the live stream stuff. Again, it's a little bit difficult trying to get around a slot of around 3 hours or so I can make everything happen. But again, before I do live streaming, which my intention is to do Elden Ring live streams, because this is a game I really want to play, I'm thinking around here and there. Again, when I start streaming, I will do a new game there, mainly because we hopefully are getting the Shadow of the Earth 3 DLC, at least an announcement of a launch date, and it would be preferable for me to already have done at least almost finishing up the main game or something like that, around that kind of a deal there, because I don't know if Shadow of the Earth is going to be more suitable for end game stuff or middle of the game. I don't know. We'll have that information in the days after the launch of that DLC. But yeah, it's my main thing for the live stream there, because it's a game that I'm really want to play. And also, yeah, and before I start doing more serious stuff on live stream, having at this moment a weekly spot there, slot on the week. I will do some tryouts with other games, especially with Death Stranding. I'm playing that on my own, and yeah, I'm enjoying a lot. And at least my intention is to see if my internet connection handles like 2 to 3 hour live streams or more, and then all the recording happening on the background. If my PC doesn't crash or anything, I want to make sure that everything is on par for me to do Elden Ring consistently. Hopefully, I don't know, by the end of this month. We are already on the 26th. Again, I cannot promise anything. I will not commit, because I cannot at this moment in time, given all the things that happening on the background, and of course work stuff. But I'm trying to get around to see if I can do at least a weekly spot on terms of streaming, and afterwards, if I be more consistent, and I probably in the future do some more live streaming in a more not only consistently, but at least more times per week, hopefully, if everything goes okay. But yeah, regarding news, we've got some interesting stuff here. Layoffs still happening. Especially Xbox lays off almost 2,000 workers across a lot of the main things that they had, especially Activision Blizzard, which is the most recent acquisition, through Bethesda 2K kind of a thing there also, and Bethesda 2K? No, not 2K, sorry. My mistake. Bethesda, which is ZeniMax. Yeah, ZeniMax Bethesda, sorry, it's here highlighted, and and the first party Xbox game studios team. Yep. Well, when you acquire something $68 billion, then you have to kind of trim down. I'm assuming a lot of these positions might have been usually not the dev position, I suppose. It's just jobs that it's mentioning here. I suppose that a lot of it's like HR stuff, that it's redundant to a certain degree. I assume a lot of it is. It's my expectation of that, because they really didn't go very well. They just almost 2,000 roles out of 22,000. Yeah, it's a lot of jobs that are lost, but then again, they always commit to get during this transition, including severance benefits and all that stuff. But I assume a lot of it is like back-end stuff, like HR departments or this kind of a thing there, because developers themselves, they just want to make games. I don't see a huge cutting in terms of those positions. That's why I assume a lot of it it's around HR or this kind of a thing there, like personal stuff, personnel stuff. Mainly because I assume it's kind of redundant after it becomes redundant to a certain point. So maintaining those people doesn't give you any extra benefit of having them in terms of corporate wise. So I assume a lot of those are in that area there. But yeah, it's not good. But it's always jobs lost. But to a certain extent, some jobs are redundant to a certain degree. Some positions become redundant to a certain point. So that's why people have to cut down costs, or else the companies don't work. Continue with that trend. People Can Fly Studios remove 30 developers. This is more kind of serious to a certain degree from unannounced Square Enix game project Gemini that they are working on. Oh my god, Shrink Scope. This I don't know how to interpret this. They didn't fire. They remove 30 developers from one project. I assume they are going to be distributed for another because from what I can see, People Can Fly, they have several projects in the works now. So I don't see just handing off people out of business. But yeah, even though the headcount, they have around 600 people, they are spread out through the world. They have some studios in Europe. The headquarters is Polish, I think. And they have some stuff on Americas also. The publishing arm of People Can Fly, I think it's Ireland or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, they are still working on a lot of stuff with Square Enix and other companies. I think they did the Bulletstorm VR kind of a thing there. So yeah, I think this is like a trim down on the project they are working with Square Enix. I don't know if it's like a remake of a game because they don't work. They usually work with other companies' IPs. So I assume maybe a remake or a remaster of a game. I don't know, but Shrinking Scope, maybe a new IP that what they were handled something to work with. But yeah, it's weird. Again, it removes 40 developers. But yeah, I will assume that they were juggle around between other projects. But yeah, we got something regarding Square Enix and People Can Fly. We'll see how it goes. And continuing with the bad news, I'm joking. Supposedly, again, after 10 plus delays, supposedly Skull and Bones will have an open beta in February, between 8th and 11th of February, and there are some updated PC specs and supposedly 1 year content detailed. Again, after countless, it's 10 plus. Skull and Bones seems to actually launch for real in February. Again, we already had this thing happen. They did like a kind of a live stream, the development site, whatever. They were playing the game, for people to check the story. They were going about doing a lot of stuff, and it was delayed afterwards. I think it's like 1 or 2 years ago. I don't remember that, the like developer diary kind of a thing there. They were going in depth with some game mechanics, which they were not great from what we saw at the time. But yeah, I don't know why they persist on this game, but yeah. Also, we got some PC specs. Again, seems okayish for Ubisoft games, usually with the engine they use. Seems on par. Around 4K, they put a preset ultra graphic details there. 60 FPS, but then again, they put the caveat here, DLSS balance preset or FSR balance preset. So take an account with that. Supposedly 11th, oh my god, Intel naming schemes. iCore i5 11600K or a Ryzen 5 5600X as a CPU. NVIDIA RTX 4080, the 10 gigabyte DLSS balance again, or a 600 XT FSR balance. Interestingly enough, the VRAM doesn't seem to be very much important here, because if they can handle 10 gigabytes of VRAM, I suppose okay, the AMD doesn't have like lower VRAM on this kind of caliber of GPU, but yeah, the caveat here is DLSS or FSR turned on to get around 4K 60 frames per second with this GPU. So I assume that maybe on the more recent GPUs to achieve this without DLSS, a stable 60 frames from NVIDIA, I don't know, 4070 Ti and above, maybe, and from AMD, I don't know, 7800 XT. Not sure. I'm not quite on par with the AMD. I know the 7900 XT should be able to handle this without any issues, given the performance here. But the main thing is, I think 1080p high, 60 frames, an 8th core from Intel and Ryzen 5 3600. It's more than enough in terms of CPU, and then 8 gigabytes of VRAM on the GPU is supposedly good, because we have 2070 and the 5700 XT. They are supposedly good enough to play 1080p, so I think in 1080p it's okay-ish for a stable 60 frames per second. At least the preset FPS targets, they are pretty good here, and we have some main PC features. It seems good. Multi-monitor and widescreen support. We don't see that much, at least announced as a PC feature. But yeah, not very heavy. Again, this is supposedly is going to be one of those in-game engines from Anvil Engine. I suppose it's still the Ubisoft one, at least for Assassin's Creed and the such. EA is Frostbite. Ubisoft usually is the Anvil engine, which is the Assassin's Creed one. I don't know if they use the same engine for other IPs. I don't remember the engine that they use, for example, for Far Cry. Maybe that engine. That's why it doesn't be so heavy in terms of at least 4K. But yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Got a lot of seasonal content, end game activities, and again, this game is going to be supposedly very heavy on PvP. But yeah, don't get your hopes up. We might get another delay. You never know. With these guys, they just I assume that they're trying to get around with microtransactions here, for sure. The way they're going about it, it seems that way. We got more updates regarding in this game. Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. We got some PC system requirements. Again, the headline, they say they're quite low, kind of, because the additional notes here for recommended, it says 60 frames at 1080p, very high preset, plus SSD recommended. Again, if you watch this recommended, usually we tend to assume it's 1440p or 4K, but no, this is 1080p, 60 frames, very high preset. I don't know if this is the highest preset. Where is it? Oh, here. i5, a Core i5 10600K or 5600X from the Ryzen one, and graphics at least 6 gigabytes of VRAM. That's the minimum in this day and age. Which 2060 and or an RX 6700 XT. Again, everything above this should be good for 1440p, and again, I assume this is an Unreal Engine 5 game. The graphic fidelity doesn't seem very high on this game, at least from the videos they've been showing us. I assume 4070 Super and 7800 XT on, or at least in that level of performance, can do 4K-ish kind of a thing there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm interested in this game mainly because of the concept of the Banishers itself. I just hope that this has some lore to expand everything that on the story they're trying to tell here. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here, don't remember when this one launches. PC 13 February. Yeah, we are close. A couple of more weeks, and we got ourselves this game out, and we'll see how it goes. Again, I don't have like very high hopes on this one. I think the studio don't know. I'm not sure if they are well known. Don't know that I remember seeing some stuff from them, but I'm not sure if they are very keen on doing games, on combat games. I'm not sure. I think they're usually more story heavy, or story feature kind of games there. I don't remember, but yeah, we'll see when it comes out. And lastly, we got Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition to launch on PC March 21st. And at least, usually the ports from PlayStation games on PC usually tend to be pretty good, especially lately. It's going to support DLSS 3, direct storage support also. Yeah, don't have... yeah, I'm not sure if I already covered the specs, the requirements of the PCs, but the features usually are pretty good. Like various ratios, 21 to 9, 42 to 9, 48 to 9 ultra wide resolutions, unlocked frame rates, upscaling frame generation, again, the direct storage support, with feature fully customizable mouse and keyboard controls, and full DualSense support, of course. Yeah, I didn't play. I'm very curious on playing at least the first one, the complete edition. Then possibly, if I like very much that game, I will for sure will try out Horizon Forbidden West complete edition. Again, a good shout out to PlayStation games, the ports they are doing for PC, even from God of War and Days Gone also seems to be a very excellent PC port there. They are all being very good ports when they come out on PC. Even Ratchet and Clank, they had some issues, I think, in terms of performance wise, but again, the PC port itself in terms of features usually are very pretty good. But yeah, for today, it's Friday, it's like last day of the week, very calm day, at least at the time of the recording. Didn't see anything else that caught my attention, so I'm going to wrap up with some gaming deals. Again, got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of winter sales kind of a thing there starting to happen by the end of January. Usually it's this time of the year to get some deals here. We got Metro Saga bundle. I already bought this Saga bundle in the previous time that it was on sale, so it is a recommendation from me. I enjoy very much the first game. When I played it, it was before the Redux version and all that stuff. It's basically when it came out, very long time ago. But yeah, this version of the bundle has the Redux versions of the first two games, Metro Exodus, and the expansion of Metro Exodus. It's around $10 or so, the free games plus the DLC, so it's a very good deal. We got also Slay the Spire. Again, I've been playing this game. I bought it, I don't know, week ago, when this thing happened here. I bought it at the same time of Mutant Year Zero, so it was like around 1 week ago, because I bought Mutant Year Zero to play the Seed of Evil kind of a thing there. I also bought, it was on sale, so I bought it. Again, it's addicting. It's very good. Overwhelmingly positive, yes. It's very addictive. It's not an easy game, but yeah, when you start unlocking the things there, yeah, it's just one more run kind of a thing there. So you get lost hours and hours trying to get around, kind of cheat the system there per se, and the RNG, it's pretty balanced there. So it's, I forgot, 66% off. So it's a recommendation for me, seal of approval. With also seal of approval so far, it's Mutant Year Zero. Again, if you're not sure, you got the demo here, which is very good when they put demos here. 60% off. I bought the deluxe edition, which has the DLC here, $20, give or take. So I think so far it's been a good experience, so I cannot complain there. Also, we got the Long Dark 30% off, or this is a survival edition. Oh, God. Oh, this is the standalone product. The like the full game survival mode in the Wintermute story mode. It's 50% off. Then you got the bundle stuff. I think it's got everything there. Again, this survival edition, I think it's the kind of early version of the game, which is basically to just put you on a map. You just try to survive by crafting stuff. I remember playing this very early stages, way before this was launched. And the setting there, the art style, it's pretty interesting and seems pretty good. That's why I keep myself on the wish list. I will eventually get around doing this, playing this game to see how it is in its full realization from the developers there. And of course, very positive reviews since it came out. We got also Dredge, Epic Game Show. Okay, it's going to start today. Or yesterday, started yesterday. I have to check if there are kind of news here. I don't know. See if something comes up here. But yeah, we got Dredge, 30% off. Again, he won an award here on Steam, I think, if not mistaken. And we got also the bundle here with Dave the Diver, because Dave the Diver has content from the Dredge. They did the partnership there, so it's always good to see that a good game gets a partnership with other good games here. Dave the Diver, it's not on sale at the moment, but yeah. And lastly, on Steam, you got Planet of Lana, 30% off, and yeah, it's just a game, base game. Again, very positive puzzle kind of a thing there, similar to Inside, I think, in that sense. You do the puzzling stuff, and the story is told by visuals there. On GOG, you got a lot of stuff also on sale. You got here Miasma Chronicles. Usually I tend to cover this on Steam, but it's on sale also here. It's from the same guys, Mutineer Zero, same developers. It's very similar in terms of gameplay mechanics. Again, but the story is completely different in a different world. Yeah, it seems pretty decent. Seemingly on the same vein that Mutiny Zero in terms of quality. With updated visuals and all that stuff. We got also Control Ultimate Edition, 75% off. It's again, it's usually goes around this price, around $10. I got the game. I just need to go around and doing the Alan Wake. Sorry, I was blocking Alan Wake, then Control, then Alan Wake 2. I think that's the order, the suitable order here. Yeah, the only thing with this Northlight engine that annoys me a little bit is the mouse thing. The stuttering, I tried to check, but I think it's something from the engine itself. It's not fluid, the motion. When you pan with a mouse, yeah, it's very blocky. It seems to jump all over the place. It's not very fluid, but with the control, it's okay. So yeah, I will see how it goes when I play the Remedy Connected Universe games there. We got Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition, 33% off. So this is with the Phantom Liberty DLC here. Again, second time that it's on promotion. I think it's an excellent deal. Again, when I go around, I probably will. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy here or in Steam. I'm not sure how Steam works in terms of workshop formats on this game, but yeah, usually it's either way, especially with the Red Engine games. It's either way. I think it's okay to mod them, so you can buy it here. We got also Days Gone. Again, I was talking about the PC ports from PlayStation games. This is a very excellent one, very underrated game for where it seems. Again, I will go around and buy this game one of these days. Very cheap, and seems to have a great story. Plus the mechanics of the zombie mechanics seems pretty good. But yeah, we'll see how. When I come around, I will let you know if the game is good or not. And then we got Wolfenstein. This is the Wolfenstein 2 pack, 75% off. So 2 games for the price of $7.50. This is the Old Blood, which is the prequel for the New Order, but New Order was launched before the Old Blood. I don't know if it makes sense to you. But yeah, this is a prequel of the first kind of soft reboot game of Wolfenstein. And then we got Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, 85% off. This is the digital deluxe edition. The standard edition is even a little bit more cheaper, but the deluxe edition includes the extra content in terms of its gameplay content. It's not skins or anything like that. And yeah, then you have other games from Wolfenstein, but I think the Young Blood stuff, I think it's with the daughters of this guy. What? Is it the name of the guy here? Yeah, I don't remember exactly his name, but yeah, it's I don't see it here. Yeah, with the daughters of the main character of the first two games here, and yeah, basically that's it, guys. I'm just going to wrap up with a plug on my Patreon for extra support. The extra support is basically for me to get around and get some storage for me to be able to get backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and of course some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Until then, Kunamy Master out.